All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Good morning. It is Thursday, guys, October 6th. I know we are already almost through the first week of October. Absolutely insane how fast time is going, but wanted to go ahead and jump right into things this morning, guys. Good morning. Big kind of headline this morning was we did have initial unemployment claims up 29,000, guys, versus the survey. So it was 229,000 versus, or 200, versus the 200 on the survey, guys. That's a pretty, I think the market initially took that as a positive, has since pulled back off these levels, guys. I want to kind of cover the S&P 500 first, guys. This is going to be an important thing to watch today. Obviously, this level is kind of becoming a little bit of a concern here at 377. I don't exactly like how we've rejected this in pre-market. So I'm going to be watching this very closely off of the open, guys. Do we hold 375 or do we end up giving that back? Obviously, we have a bigger jobs number soon. We did test 379, 380 into the close last night and did reject at that level. We since pulled back, then ramped back up into the start of pre-market, then flushed, right? So pre-market lows down here at 374.02. These are going to be two big areas to watch, guys. This 374.5 and then 375.39, guys. These are going to be two really, really important areas that I do want to watch going into today on the S&P 500. Over 380 in that 379.5 range, which was high of the day from yesterday. That's where I think we see some of those larger breakout setups take place that we've kind of been discussing. As far as on the downside, number one name that needs to be watched today, and it's been probably, I've had Tesla up more than I've had SPY up lately. Tesla is very, very important today, guys. I really don't know how to put it any more clearly, but Tesla is extremely, extremely important. Can we reclaim 241 and go, right? That's the big support on that hourly chart. 255 is the bigger support on the weekly. So what I'm going to be watching off the open is how heavy is Tesla. This thing is down 70 points in, I think, not 8 and about to be 9 trading sessions, guys. This is absolutely contributing to the heavier kind of growth market that we saw yesterday. And it's going to be a really important sentiment gauge going into today, right? That's going to be definitely something that I need to watch. I like the charts themselves a little bit better on a few other names like SQ, Rivian, rather than Tesla itself. Especially if Tesla is stronger, I'd rather trade other things with better upside strength. So, like I said, guys, 241 to 242 is going to be a very important level to reclaim. A couple of the setups that I'm going to be watching the closest in terms of daily charts, SQ is going to be number one. This is an absolutely lethal daily setup, guys, where you have the inside bar at the key level, guys, right? What I'm really going to be looking for is, can we break our high of the day from Tuesday, right, which was that 63.24 to 63.8 support zone, prior support on the daily. If SQ can get through this level, guys, at 63.50, that's where I'm going to be looking to take a higher confidence long position there. I definitely think that SQ can see some extreme strength off of this inside bar. It did have really nice upside volume on Tuesday. And like I said, guys, it's definitely had that like relative strength tape buyer throughout the day yesterday. So I'm definitely thinking that this can be one of these stronger names if we do see that upside, kind of bias market. This is going to be an area that I'm looking at, right? And Coin is obviously a very similar setup. We've covered Coin super, obviously a ton, so I'm not going to cover it too much, but obviously a very similar daily setup. Inside bar printed. Interested to see, right? I still think that if we can get through that 73.5 range, we should test 84, right? Because it just tends to move very smoothly through this zone. And the fact that Coin had a lot of trouble yesterday kind of illustrates the market probably wasn't, ideal conditions, right? Because usually this happens within 1 to 2 trading sessions. We printed an inside bar yesterday, so today's direction is going to be very important. If we break the bottom of this inside bar at the 69 level, that can be a short side move to, in my opinion, probably 64. If we break the inside bar to the upside, which would be that 74.50 break, I think we can see that move towards 80 plus, right? So that's what I'm going to be watching today on Coin. One of my top focus setups is going to be XOM, oil name. I'm interested to see if this is a nice fade candidate off of the 99 level. It's 98.3 in pre-market. That 100 resistance is big, and I'm going to be watching that very closely as we head into the open. So that is probably going to be my top downside watch for today. I think yesterday you saw a lot of, in my opinion, this was the only one that had good daily volume, but it did wick off that 100 level. So that's where I'm going to be looking at. Obviously, bigger historical resistance there on XOM. So that's going to obviously, like I said, be a spot that I'm definitely looking very closely at in terms of looking to play probably the 99 puts. If not maybe the like 97s. So I would look at like the 97 or 99 puts. If we continue to reject this 100 level, I would like to personally see a rejection off of 99.17 before taking any short. And this is one where you kind of have to let it start to unwind. I don't want to try to guess the top. I'd rather have XOM start to unwind, demonstrate relative weakness, and then take advantage of that downside move right on those shorter time frames, right? So obviously pre-market support in that 98 range. So this is a pretty much a do not touch for me unless it's a rejection off of this 99.30 to 99.17 supply area, which was support. And if we reject here and start to show relative weakness at that 99.13 range, that'll be a really interesting one, right? Like I said, guys, this is another day. We don't have a ton of like major Fed catalysts right now, except for CPI on the 13th of this month, which is a week away now. And so I think we're kind of at an inflection point, right, where the market's kind of got to make a decision here soon. We've got big weekly candles that are going to be printed. And I really can't say this enough, guys, but it's kind of a market where we're seeing very little in terms of like continuation so far. Like we saw that massive day on Tuesday, but yesterday we obviously kind of like didn't really give any back. Like really nothing happened on those daily charts, but we didn't see the continued upside move, which may have sounded crazy at the time, but these charts are pretty beaten down. It wouldn't have been that surprising to see, a larger squeeze out. That's kind of atypical of these bear market rallies. We will see if this follows through today. I think, like I said, today's very important. We're going into a Friday. We will see how we react, but it's, for me right now, it's less of like having a strict and firm, like this is what I'm playing off the open. Like yesterday with SQ, right? That trade took a little bit of time to develop. It flushed on me a little bit first, but it held the key level, and it was really just a be patient and then take advantage of the market, right? And it's the same thing today. I really want to wait, demonstrate who's got relative strength, who's got relative weakness, because the tape can change on a daily basis, right? So that is really my plan and my focus today. And like I said, guys, it's kind of a take the market as it is. I'm looking for base hits right now, and that can change on a daily basis, and you've got to be able to adapt with it. We talk about it all the time, but the market is difficult, in my opinion, right now compared to like how it's been in the past. I think that there's great setups each day, but it's about the mental discipline to be able to adjust it from it's a go heavy market to it's not a go heavy market anymore, because that can change on a dime in this market, and that's what's giving people difficulty, right? Is a day like Tuesday where you have 100% upside volume on the NASDAQ, and then a day like yesterday where you're like getting kind of chopped up on a lot of those names, right? So you have to be, it's small wins, taking profits, in my opinion. That's kind of the mindset I have right now. So more limited focus. Those are the 4 names I'm going to be looking at today. Those were all detailed on the Tomorrow's Top 4, which I post every single night on the Twitter. If you guys are new, welcome. I post a preview watch list every single night of the top 4 names that I'm going to be looking at and covering on the pre-market scan every day. And then I also post the flow for those 4 names on under that post on the private Twitter. Those are going to continue to be my top focuses going into today. Like I said, guys, I'm really looking for base hits right now. I'm probably going to be playing 1021. One name I'm going to mention that I am going to be looking at off open, I know Book has eyes on this too, is Snap. Social media names definitely had some strength as of late. I like the weekly and daily chart here. So I'm going to be looking at the 1021 calls. I know Book's looking at those as well. But it's Thursday, so I'm probably not going to be trading that many weeklies. And if I am, it's going to be smaller in size. So that's one final note I kind of wanted to make. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on the Discord live trading. If you are new, head over to the private Discord. Go ahead and tap the live trading tab. It has a little speaking emoji next to it. And you can listen to me live trade from 9:30 this morning till 11 o'clock. And then Book, Shoei, and Willie Meat Sauce will be on to trade right after me. So I will see you guys then. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic morning. Let's continue to kill it in October. Green every day so far. Let's keep the streak up. Peace out.